You invest years of your life, week after week, season after season. You fall in love with characters, you theorize with friends, you defend your show online. And then the finale hits, and it all falls apart. Today, we're talking about 10 TV shows that absolutely crushed their endings. Shows that had millions of devoted fans. Shows that promised us the world. And then delivered, well, you'll see. Some of these might hurt. I know they hurt me. But we need to talk about it. Because these weren't just bad episodes. These were betrayals. Let's dive in. Let's start with the one that started it all. Lost. 6 seasons, 121 episodes. We asked so many questions. What's the smoke monster? Who are the others? What do the numbers mean? The show promised us answers. Trust us, they said. We have a plan, they said. The finale arrives, May 2010, and people got confused. Really confused. Here's what actually happened. Everything on the island was real, but the flash sideways in the final season, that was a kind of afterlife, a place where the characters met after they all eventually died. Some died on the show, others lived long lives first. But millions of viewers thought they were dead the whole time, that it was all purgatory from the plane crash. The creators said, no, that's not what we meant. But the damage was done. The confusion overshadowed everything. And the mysteries? Most went unanswered. The island's secrets stayed secret. Character arcs felt incomplete. Lost taught Hollywood a lesson. You can't just make it up as you go. Well, they can, but they shouldn't. Oh boy, here we go. Game of Thrones, the biggest show on television. 8 seasons, 73 episodes, a cultural phenomenon. Emmy record breaker, water cooler obsession. People named their kids Khaleesi for crying out loud. And then season 8 happened. It was rushed. Everyone could feel it. Character development, gone. Logic, out the window. Daenerys becomes the Mad Queen in like 2 episodes, after 8 seasons of being the breaker of chains, the hero, the liberator. Suddenly she's burning children. Jon Snow's parentage? Doesn't really matter. Bran becomes king because he has a good story. The Night King, built up for years, dies in 1 episode. Arya Stark stabs him with a Valyrian steel dagger in the chest. Cool, I guess. The finale aired in May 2019. 20 million people watched it live. And then, silence. No one talks about Game of Thrones anymore. Think about that. The biggest show in the world, and it vanished from pop culture overnight. That's how badly they messed it up. Petition for a remake? Almost 2 million signatures. The actors themselves looked disappointed. That's how bad it was. Dexter Morgan, America's favorite serial killer. 8 seasons of moral complexity. Can a monster be a good person? Can darkness serve the light? Dexter was compelling, dark, fascinating. And then season 8 ended, September 2013. Dexter becomes a lumberjack. I'm not joking. After his sister Deb's death, he fakes his own death in a hurricane, abandons his son Harrison with Hannah, and becomes a lumberjack. In the final shot, he just stares blankly at the camera, a man alone with his dark nature. The writers literally didn't know how to end it, so they just didn't. They pressed the escape button. Fans were livid. Years of character development, the code, the struggle, the relationships, all thrown away so he could cut down trees. Even the showrunner later admitted it wasn't good. They tried to fix it with New Blood in 2021. And you know what? That ending was better. But it took them 8 years to get there.
My best buddy by my side!
15 seasons, 327 episodes. Supernatural was supposed to end after season 5. And honestly, that ending was perfect. Sam sacrifices himself. Dean gets a normal life. Beautiful, tragic, complete. But the network wanted more money, so we got 10 more seasons. Some good, some not so good. And then the finale in November 2020. Dean dies, impaled by a rebar spike during a routine vampire hunt, after defeating God, after stopping the apocalypse multiple times. A rebar spike? Sam lives a normal life, gets old, dies. They reunite in heaven, which, fine, but after 15 years, after building up God as the final villain, after Castiel's confession that became a cultural moment, the ending felt small, hollow. The cast filmed during COVID, which didn't help, but mostly the show just went on too long. It forgot what made it special, and the ending paid the price.
Where he left off.
This one's fresh. This one still hurts. The Umbrella Academy Season 4, August 2024. Only 6 episodes, already a red flag. The show was weird, fun, emotional. Dysfunctional family saves the world, over and over again. We loved these characters. And then the finale says, you know what? Just stop existing. The solution to everything? The Hargreaves siblings sacrifice themselves. They let the cleanse consume them to destroy all the marigolds that created the multiverse. Everything they did, everyone they saved, none of it mattered. Their families? Saved, but with no memory of them. Their love stories? Erased. It's nihilistic in the worst way. Fans felt betrayed. 4 seasons of growth and struggle. And the answer is you shouldn't exist. The post-credits scene shows 8 marigold flowers blooming, a tribute to the siblings, but they're gone, completely erased. No one will ever remember them. Thanks, I hate it.
The Umbrella Academy.
Killing Eve was electric. The cat-and-mouse game between Eve and Valanus, the tension, the chemistry, the obsession. 4 seasons of will they, won't they. 2 women drawn together despite everything. Complex, thrilling, queer representation done right. And then the finale in April 2022. They finally get together. They kiss, they choose each other, they kill all members of the 12 together. Victory! And then, escaping by boat on the Thames, both get shot. Valanus dies in the water as Eve watches. Immediately. The bury your gaze trope in 2022. The showrunner said she wanted it to be painful. Mission accomplished, but not in a good way. Fans didn't want pain for pain's sake. They wanted a conclusion that honored the journey. Instead, they got a gut punch, and not the good kind the show was known for.
Obsessed then. Are you upset?
The 100 started as a teen drama and became something much more interesting. 7 seasons of moral complexity, survival, leadership, the cost of salvation. And then the finale in September 2020. Transcendence. Humanity passes a test. Most humans give up their physical forms, join a higher consciousness, light beings, ascension. Except Clark. She fails the test initially, gets punished, left behind, alone, for choices she made to save everyone. The same choices the show spent years justifying. But she's allowed to return to Earth, and she's joined by a small group who chose to come back. Raven, Octavia, Murphy, and Amori, and others. They'll live out their mortal lives together. But it's the end of the human race. And Clark, the protagonist, she was judged harshly. It felt preachy, sanctimonious, like the show was condemning its own main character. Fans hated it. 10 seasons, 218 episodes, 1 central mystery. Who is Raymond Reddington? The show built everything on this question. Everything. We theorized for years. And then Liz dies in season 8. The central relationship, gone. But the show continues for 2 more seasons without her. When we finally get answers in the series finale, July 2023, Red dies in Spain. After saving Demby, after killing Congressman Hudson, he faces a charging bull on his own terms, dies freely rather than captured. Wrestler finds his body, places his iconic hat on him. But it all feels hollow because Liz isn't there, the person the answer mattered most to, dead. The reveal loses all emotional weight. The Blacklist forgot that mysteries only matter when we care about the people seeking answers. Ozark was tense, brilliant, a slow burn masterpiece. The Bird family descends into darkness. Each season, they lose more of themselves. Morality erodes, relationships shatter. We watch them become monsters. And the finale in April 2022, they win. They just win. But at a huge cost. Ruth Langmore, murdered by Camila Navarro, a murder the birds set up. Omar Navarro, killed by Camila. And Mel, the private investigator, executed by their son Jonah. The birds achieve their goal, become legitimate philanthropists, free from legal threat, but their hands are covered in blood. Now, some people liked this. It's realistic, they said. Bad people win sometimes. But for 4 seasons, Ozark suggested consequences were coming. The walls were closing in. And then nothing. They just drive away. It felt unearned, empty. Okay, this one did just end. Season 5, some fans loved it. Others, not so much. 11 seemingly sacrificed herself. The bomb detonated, the Upside Down destroyed. But surprise, Cully created a fake 11. She's alive, safe. Vecna, beheaded by Joyce. The Mind Flayer, defeated. The kids graduate, move on with their lives. The final scene, a D&D campaign, passing the torch to a new generation. It's bittersweet, it's an ending, but after 5 seasons, did it stick the landing? Time will tell. The debates are already raging online. We'll see if Stranger Things joins this list, or if it managed to escape the curse. So, there you have it. 10 shows that broke our hearts, not because they were bad, but because they were good. We loved these shows. We invested time, emotion, years of our lives, and the endings couldn't deliver. Some were rushed, some were confused, some just gave up. But here's the thing. These endings don't erase the great moments, the shocking twists, the perfect episodes, the characters we fell in love with. Those still matter. Even if the destination disappointed us, the journey was still worth taking. What show ending hurt you the most? Drop a comment below. And hey, maybe share your conspiracy theory about how it should have ended. We've all got one. Thanks for watching. And remember, the show might be over, but the debate, that's forever. I'm out.